Great Risings, YouTube. Great Rising, Facebook. Oh, it's saying my comments will appear here. I don't get no comments no more. You just get a lot of hugs and love and stuff. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Facebook. Listen, I ain't starting this day complaining. I got love, sweeter than a flower, growing by the hour. I got love. That came from Pearly Jubilee. That was Melvin Moore. Excuse me. Ooh, that was a play on Broadway. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know about black plays being on Broadway. I knew that Hair was out because we sung The Age of Aquarius. I knew that. Okay. Hair. What was the other one? Jesus Christ Superstar. Fiddler on the Roof. Who else? That's it. And I knew that from school in East New York. So when I went down south and the high school graduating class did a play called Pearly Jubilee, I remember sitting there in class, like almost sitting there looking with my mouth open. I was like, this was a play? This play was on Broadway? And it's us, and it's music written by us, and we're performing in it? I remember just sitting there like, wow. You know, years later, when I realized they were all at the same time, I was like, they couldn't pick a song from Pearly Jubilee, which was the one that we sung in South Carolina, was I Got Love. Why wouldn't you include that? Aquarius, Hair, Fiddler on the Roof, and then Pearly Jubilee singing I Got Love. I tell you. Well, that's what I was just thinking. I had the best time yesterday, y'all. I did something that I credited to walking on this treadmill. I walked through a department store. I strolled with a shopping cart through Family Dollar, not a department store, it's Family Dollar. I went up an aisle, I turned around and I went down the aisle. And I looked at stuff, you know, and I was amazed. Now I'll tell you why I'm amazed. Hey Canada, hey Diane, hey Mary, hey Jones, the Jones. I got 2 Jones. Well, I got 5 Jones, but 2 I know do the walker. Some kind of extra. Oh, when I say come on in the room, y'all, I didn't specify. I'm supposed to have like an opening that I'm supposed to stick with. And I'm supposed to say, you know, come on in the room, y'all. If you can't walk, grab your weights, get a chair, kick your feet. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. So I couldn't believe it. I was just walking. I was walking just like this. Now, if you don't know me, I don't know how to walk like this. This is teaching me how to walk slow. Even as an old lady, I'm still rushing all over the place, which is unflattering. I mean, I've lived this life long enough to be able to take my time. But I didn't know how. I was born in New York City. You had to catch the train, you had to catch the bus, you had to catch this and that. But I mean, we walked fast everywhere. I didn't know I was walking fast until I got down south and people kept pulling my arm. Even in school, in the hall, they would pull my arm back. They was like, where are you going? Where are you rushing to? And I didn't get rid of it. because after I left the town, so I came back to my family in New York, and I was rushing again. I had to rush to get trained. Always something, train late. You got 5 blocks to go to get to work on time. Always rushing. So yesterday, I couldn't believe it. I was just walking, I was walking like this. And I had the shopping cart, and I would stop and look at things. And I went up an aisle, down the aisle, got everything I wanted. I came home and had to give myself the biggest hug. I was so proud of me because that's not how I move, how I need to move. I loved it. I usually just go in, I know what I want, I know what aisle it's in, and I go in and I get in, then I rush through it, and if I have to get hooked up in the line, I'm angry, and that's how I do shopping. I know what I want. If I go to the store I'm not familiar with and I know what I want, I go to the sales lady. What aisle is this? Do you have this? What aisle is this? I don't walk around slowly or browse. I don't do that. But I did it yesterday. I like it. I like it. You just walk down the aisle. Walk down the aisle. Walking down the aisle, looking at the things, saying, oh, I'll buy this. Oh. And then I just strolled. I just took my time. I looked at stuff. I remembered stuff. Oh, this is the aisle. I do remember I have to get this. Oh. Then I put it in. And then I kept strolling through. I turned the corner. Then I strolled up the other aisle, and I heard the music. I was like, wow, this is so cool. And I was like, why wasn't I ever able to do this before? Why don't I know slow walk? And because I never did it before. It was this treadmill in summer, and the fact that it's hot, and so everything keeps telling me, everyone says, okay, put this stuff on, you'll sweat. But slow your walk. Slow your, use your energy wisely. It's hot. And because of this, I'm able to stroll. I'm able to put weight on one foot and then put weight on the other foot. And then put weight on this foot, and then put weight on the other foot. It was nice. Now I know why people do it. So, by the time this summer's over, because we got like this month and next month of hot, hopefully September won't be so hot. But then after that, I'll go back to fast walking. On the treadmill. But hopefully I won't take that into places I enjoy. Even when I went to museums or art, I try to slow myself down to look at it, But it's very hard. It is very hard. And it's putting weight on one foot and then on the other. When you walk fast, you really don't feel that weight distribution. But when you walk slow, the weight distribution is very clear. The meaning or the need for the left foot and the right foot. Even they each have a function in holding up the body and the wings. Almost mesmerizing when you think of it. When babies are born, and they first started walking like my daughter was, I mean, I just saw where those feet went down and how she teetered, tottered, you know, and then finally they get that weight distribution. And then you go through life and they start running and you keep running, and then you go and, you know, now your matter is old, because this is what it is. Your matter is aging, and from your matter aging, you gotta figure out this walking thing again. It's true. It's true, you gotta figure out the walking thing. I know everyone say, oh, I got a hip replacement, I got this. But you still gotta figure out your walking thing. It's not the same walk as a 20-year-old. Not the same walk as a 30-year-old. This is a new walk for us. I'm walking in 60. I haven't been 60, I've been 60 for 3 years. But I'm walking in 60s time. That my matter age time. And it's amazing. You get so busy, you walk, you run, you do this, blah, 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 and you never really focus on it. And that's why I wanted muscles. And this is why I wanted muscles. This is why I wanted muscles. For this balance, distribution of weight, and why I want my core to hold up my top body to help with the distribution of weight. To let my feet be feet, and let this core hold up the upper body. And then you just walk. Not in baby feet, but feet that's been walking well over 60 years. Then driving, a lot of running, a lot for me, in my case, a lot of walking. A lot of walking. But it's so funny, in January when I started walking, it was for balance. And believe it, I didn't get the balance to this summer. And it's when I was slowed down and just started walking slow enough for the muscles to grow, to balance the body, even the stomach muscles. Everything is engaged now. In January, everything wasn't engaged. But everything is engaged now. Let me take this up a minute. Everything is engaged now. Everything is engaged. Which is different. So it's like a different walk. Thigh muscles engaged, shins, my ankles. You should see how, oh, they're so beautiful. That muscle coming down from that shin is what I've been missing. And I sat there and I used to do those leg things at Planet Fitness, Crunch, LA Fitness, YMCA. And still I had little tiny ankles. I walked on the treadmill. I ran on the treadmill. And still little tiny ankles. And just this summer, just since a month now if I go back and look at the tapes, that I started walking slow, that my ankles thickened up. Not fat, not water. They are gorgeous. I would like to put an ankle bracelet on them. That's how pretty they are. But I don't like ankle things. I don't like... to me, it's like chains. Ankle, yes, I've had them. I've had gold and wrist things. I've had ankle things, and I have necklaces, and they seem like chains to me. They were all chains. I mean, maybe I have a small wrist, so it made my wrist look gorgeous. Not so small now because, you know, I'm working with those 10-pound weights. But it felt like chains to me. And I didn't feel like the fact that all the Africans was dying because of the diamonds and the gold and stuff. And just like I want an electric car now because I'm sick of them killing those people in Afghan and stuff like that. And we all know in Iran and stuff, we all know it's about oil and gas. And we have ways of pulling energy out of the sky. So the first chance I get, if I ever get it, when I get it, I want an electric car. I don't want to be responsible for anyone else, any country being bombed and kids being killed, and it's for the oil, it's for the gas. So, don't want to do that no more. So, I would love to have an electric car. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. I said, see, they ain't going to war to take your oil for my car. I plugs my car in. Hey, soon we'll all be saying that, right? Right on for the right on. And energy is in the air all the time. That's energy. So you can pull that energy. They can't do anything. Well, they'll try, but I'll be gone. Anyway, the first part of this walk is brought to you by I Like to Say Yes. Keep the word yes to your child's vocabulary by reading I Like to Say Yes to Your Child. I like that blue page. I like that blue. That was my favorite color when I went through this. Of course, I can't find it again. That's a sky blue. Doesn't come through too well when I was posting them. And people was looking at it on my page and saying, what are you talking about, bold colors? You can order I Like to Say Yes from Archway Publishing, Barnes & Nobles, and Amazon. Y'all drinking a lot of water? Yeah. Okay, our time is almost up. Let's go back. Okay, yes. So I strolled. It was so wonderful. But I see now that you gotta have muscles to stroll. You gotta have good thigh muscles and shin muscles. And kabunga bunga, that hind muscle. Hind part, that word always makes me laugh. Get your hind part over here. That's what the old people used to say. So, now when I walk backwards, I walk slow. And I think that's why sometimes I really want to walk backwards, because that's the only time I can make myself walk slowly. Until now. And everything feels so strong. And this one little half hour in the morning keeps me strong for the next 23 hours. Isn't that awesome? It keeps me strong for the next 23 hours. Human body is amazing. And I'm glad my energy and this matter came together. We went through the circumstances, life experiences together, and this is where we are. And then one day, the matter will go back to the earth, and the energy go back to the air. And until then, I want to enjoy this matter. This matter matters to me. Matters to me. Nobody else. Just to me. Like your matter only matters to you. As much as you like to make other people matter. Oh, the doctor cares more about me than I care about you, myself. No. Oh, my teacher cares more about me than I do myself. No. Oh, the hospital staff, they love me more than I love myself. No. And you know that when they hit you with the bill and you can't pay it. Oh! You got to love your matter. You got to take the energy inside you to love this matter that is you. And when you do that, you can do a lot. You'll have great risings. Risings. So, and it's so easy to love yourself. Once you get rid of all the minutia, that's the hardest part. It's getting rid of all the minutia, all the stuff that they put into your head that's not true. And all the stories and all the lies. And once you get through that, once you get through the fact that you have to love someone else more, hey, thanks for, oh, I got a comment, thank you. You got to get past the fact that you have to love outside of yourself more than love yourself. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. In loving yourself in your matter, you can do the impossible. But not loving yourself, you can't do nothing. Because you love it outside of yourself. And even, I'm a mother. My daughter has to love herself. That's why I'm in her basement. That's why I'm in her house. Because she loves herself. Not because she loves me. She loves me. But she loves her more. And she wants things for herself more. She wants more than what I gave her, raised her with. She wants more. And that's because loving yourself. Her matter matters to her. My matter matters to me. Your matter matters to you. That's how this works. Now I know y'all be in the stories and fairy tales and fiction and all that kind of stuff. And how somebody bone made a man and made a woman, and how this one been cursed for 500 million years. Oh, this one ain't going to do it. This one ain't going to reach in this land, and this one ain't going to reach in that land, and what? I had to scrape through that. I had to scrape through all of that. And at the end of it, it was this matter. It was this matter. It was this matter that matters to me. And it's this matter that always knew that I matter to it. Energy and matter. Energy and matter. Energy and matter. Energy and matter. Cell phone. Energy and matter. Lights. Energy and matter. That's what we are. And when we are not anymore, our matter goes back to the ground. And our energy goes back to the air. until then, you live, you love, you experience, you go through it. It's awesome. It's awesome. If you go back to any of my works, the bottom line in all my plays, screenplays, well, not the children's book, but all is love and for kids to stay alive. Stay alive. The best is yet to come. I remember I had to write an article about that YOLO. You only live once. I was like, are you kidding me? Really? Only live once? You live so many times. I can't remember, they said some Freud, some physicist, someone said, or maybe the Dalai Lama, said every time you close your eyes and go to sleep, you die. And when you open your eyes, you wake up. So you have many lives. You live over and over again. You know, I wasn't doing this last year. I was doing something totally different. You know? So the whole message of any of my writings, anything I do is for young people like, you stay in there. You stay in the race. Value yourself. And you go a long way and you can live straight past the BS. You know, you can love yourself and you can be whatever you want to be. And visit the library. Go to the library often. When you say, man, I wonder what this is, now you got Google. You can Google it. But if you want to do some, after you Google and you get that initial, you want to do some more research, hit the library. The library is always going to be relevant. This is knowledge and education. And then go by what you know. Ain't no water gonna turn to wine. Okay? It's not gonna happen. Let's do some finger stuff, y'all. Yes. Let's do some finger stuff, y'all. Let's do some finger stuff. Let's do some finger stuff. Do some hand stuff. Always holding those cell phones. All the time with the cell phones. Oh, did I do that right? Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay, here we go. Thumb on top. Ha ha ha. You know? Is this what we do? We all the cousins and myself, we all took piano lessons. And they used to pop their fingers, used to drive my grandmother completely insane. They used to pop their fingers, yeah. Alright, got your weight? Let's do 15. Hello, hello. 15, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One for good luck. Let's change arms. Tucking your elbow in your gut. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What a good luck. Yes, y'all. This walk is almost over. I tell ya, And it feels good to be alive. Oh yes. Like I said, I had a good time just strolling. I was like, I love this strolling. I love this side of my life. How this walking, how this treadmill is bringing so many good things out of me and make me aware of so many things to be appreciative of. You know? It slowed me down. I always smell the roses. I always notice the roses. But I never strolled over to a rose like, hey Rose, I'm here and you're here, so I'll give you a smell. No, I never did that before. I want to do it soon. I want to do it soon. I want to do some strolling. Strolling down the avenue. Just strolling. Yep. Well, our walk is almost over, y'all. Got maybe a minute. I appreciate y'all walking with me. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. Now, if you guys sing that song with me, when I say just for me, you'd be pointing at yourself. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you for the encouragement and the company. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the company. Yeah, y'all. Another half hour down. We's doing it. We're in July already. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, YouTube. See you tomorrow.